What's up, guys? Mike B here. So today's BIYM, we're going to talk a little bit about webcam whoring and you. A lot of people have hit me up and asked, hey Mike B, what kind of gear do you use to do this and that and whatever, and how's your setup? And I'm here to kind of set the record straight. My setup is ghetto as fuck. It's pretty bad. Let me go and bust out the trusty, self-view, terrible. First, this is an ECM condenser mic from Sony. It came off of a camcorder, I forget what it was called, DV cam something. And that is running down this cable here to this guy here, which handles all of the compression. So if I talk really loud, I'm like, boom. You see the bars, it's all boom, what's up, lights? Boom, boom. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Goes out and down this cable. Right here we got, it goes from an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch, which goes from a 1/4 inch converter to an RCA, which goes to a double RCA female connector. I could totally go to Radio Shack and like solve half these problems, but I refuse. This camera here, which is the old camera I used to shoot the BFF report with, comes down out of this, is it this cable? I don't even know. It comes out of something. Down here I have the HD PVR, which is what's going to be processing everything and going through the USB to the back of the computer. So that's the setup. Like I said, it's pretty ghetto. So yesterday, Kenzatron, who actually hosts the new Final Fantasy show on GameBreaker.tv, she needed a computer that she could play Final Fantasy on. She played Final Fantasy 11 for a long time. She's a big old nerd, and the guy's like, "Oh, Bill, she's a girl who plays games. Everyone's freaking out." Now, it had to be a basic computer that can play Final Fantasy 11 and do video podcasting. So I got her this right here. It's from a company called Blue, and it is a ball. So the Blue Ball mic, and we'll test that in a second. Tangle up my shit. How did it even happen? Wow. Okay. Then got her a life cam. And then something else, I guess you could kind of take this maybe like a tip for those of you who want to be the ultimate in webcam whoring. One of the tricks that you can do to very easily make yourself look, I guess, more attractive or something would be using a ring light. I've done this before when I've done photo shoots in the past, and most of the girls I just shoot are already attractive. What it does is it fills in all the shadows and everything. Now it doesn't work for everybody. Sometimes it makes them look worse. One of the tricks that I did was I took a desk lamp from Office Depot and I punched out the magnifying glass, and then essentially that was my ring light. It's totally ghetto, but it kind of works. I did it again, this time on a much smaller scale, using this thing here. Now this can be purchased from Fry's for like $22 or something like that. I took it apart and took out the magnifying glass, but you put it so the ring is over the camera. Now you could go out and get a couple soft boxes and lights, or you could just do this because it costs considerably less, and probably you'll end up looking better because, let's face it, you're probably not very good at lighting yourself in a flattering way, similar to me. I'm very good at picking up those like greasy Mexican spots. I can't do anything to get away from it though. See? So let me give you a quick demonstration of what it looks like. This is me talking into the blue balls here. This is me talking to the blue balls, and I do not have the ring light on. Now I have other lights running in the room right now like I normally shoot for the BFF report. Let me put this down actually. My chips. Not bad, right? It probably sounds pretty good. It probably sounds pretty cool. You can notice right here, there's like a stripe of shadow we're going right down the middle. Probably make it look better, or more whorish, I should say, by adding a simple ring light. So let's go ahead and kick this thing on real quick. So as you can see, it doesn't really take much, and for most of you, I guarantee you will look better. It won't work for construction workers though. If you're a construction worker and you're out in the sun all day, you got leather face going on and shit like that, it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. So there's your solution. Webcam, blue balls, cheap light, profit. But since I already have this thing running, let me go ahead and fill you in on what's going on as far as gaming is concerned. This week's BFF report is going to be on Zam.com, is going to be about OnLive, which is the online like streaming gaming service where your games are all in the clouds and all that good stuff. For those of you who didn't catch last week's, that'll be up on YouTube, or you go to Zam.com right now and you can watch it. It was the World of Warcraft noob experience. So I'm in Cataclysm beta, and I stream every once in a while through, I'll throw up a link on Twitter to like Justin TV or something like that. I think I did the Worgen starting zone the other day, and I did the Goblin one because I got glitched out on the Worgen side. Obviously, going forward, there's going to be a whole lot of beta footage that I'm going to be releasing through the BFF report, as well as streaming it live. So if you follow me at aka Mike B, every once in a while I'll throw up like a link, and you guys could kind of jump in there and watch. Also, I guess on the Game Breaker front, as most of you know, I co-host This Week in MMO. They also have a couple of new shows coming out, like I mentioned earlier, the one with Kenzatron. So she'll have this whole setup at her place. And there's also the Star Wars Old Republic show that they're doing on the same day. So basically it's like a 4 or 5 hour block of just constant Game Breaker shows. So make sure you guys tune in to at Game Breaker TV, and he'll throw up links on Sunday to when the shows are and what we're doing and all that good stuff. Also, Gary was throwing around this idea with me earlier today. I don't know if he wants me to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because I'm like, balls in your mouth. I'm going to talk about it on the internet. The idea was that we can do a midnight release live stream for StarCraft 2. And I'm totally intrigued by the idea of actually getting it to work, just because the way we're going to do it is I'm going to be calling in on one cell phone, and then I'm going to be using my iPhone to do the video stream. The reason why I have to have the second phone is so that I can actually hear Gary talking. It's not like the iPhone can actually speak and live streaming video. I've already tried it. It doesn't work. Don't tell me otherwise. It doesn't work. If you know how to make it work, let me know. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to throw us all together, and balls.